Hello, Jason. This will be some week 3 video feedback for you, and I'll start with the discussion on copyright and ethics, and then also cover 2.1 and 2.3, which are the image masking exercise, and then the page composition. Jason, I'm glad you made a initial post here, and it's brief, but is it really all that gray, or is it really all that large? When it comes down to it, Jeff Koons could have asked Frank Davidovich if he could have used his ad. Shepard Fairey could have asked the photographer of the UPI if he could have used his photograph to base his poster on. And then, moreover, Fairey shouldn't have destroyed what would have become evidence in a court case, because that was ultimately what really damaged him. So, think about them. It's the area. It's not gray when you think about it ethically, and so the images that you're using in your ads, put them in the same light as you have examined, or will continue to examine, Shepard Fairey and Jeff Koons' imagery. Jason, here's your really nicely silhouette. I'm looking forward to opening it up, but it's a little small. 799 kilobytes is a bit small, unless you intend maybe to run it off the bottom of your ad. Anyway, here's what it looks like opened up. And yes, the first thing I'm going to do is take a look at the resolution. Really beautiful. It looks almost painterly. Reminds me of, I think his name was Maxfield Parrish. Anyway, image size, and I see that it is 5 by 3 inches at 96 pixels. Unfortunately, that is not going to be big enough. At 300 pixels per inch, which is what it should be, it is about the size of a postage stamp. So, I don't know, look around for imagery or learn to color an image like this, because I love the effect of it. You've got this is different than a silhouette, okay? Looks like you've got, what is this? Okay, this is different than a silhouette. This is like a fragment of a photo superimposed over a background. I would expect to see something a little different, and that is where you have isolated, perhaps the figures or the palm trees out of the background. Nonetheless, you do have a somewhat masked image on its own layer. I'm curious to see how you use this in 2.3. Jason, here is your Adobe Illustrator file, nicely compressed and packaged. And, visually I like the effect of your 2.1 exercise image. Okay, note what's happening here. It's saying that it can't find the linked image, bay.jpg. And I'll show you how to embed an image rather than link it. You want to be sure to embed your imagery. It'll make for a larger Illustrator file, but it will be freestanding and won't require any linked images. I'm just going to click through these. Okay, there are 2 apparently, and I see that you've got, there we go. You've got the requisite layers. You've got a layer presumably for the photographs. I would expect this to be a layer for the vector-based logo. And then you have a layer with this red background. You could use this against the corporate palette, but go easy, introducing yet another color into the palette. Okay, so you're almost there. You've got the requisite layers. I'm going to import a photograph. It's from Michelle in this class. Just imagine that it was one of your photographs. So I'm going to use layer 3 to do that. It's going to be File, Place. And we're going to come up with this dialog box. I have to fish around for it. I think it's on my desktop. Hopefully that won't take too long. Okay, so I think it's on my desktop here. Hopefully that it is. Yeah, here it is. So imagine I'm placing. Now, here's the thing I want you to notice. When you place it, make sure that this is not checked, okay? Make sure that it's not checked. So one of these little quirky things about the Photoshop interface. And then you can go ahead and place it. Now, I know that it's embedded because it does not have an X over it. I know that this image is linked because it does have an X. Okay, big difference. You can still scale this up or down. You know, there's no difference than linking, other than it is part of the Photoshop file. And you can go ahead and, on the same layer, you know, you can create your layer effects. Not a big deal. Then, on this layer, I want to import the vector-based logos. So, first thing I'm going to do is open up the style guide, and you should have that. Hope you have that. That looks like this. Come on now. Where are we? Here we go. Here's the style guide. Here it is. Here's the style guide. Go ahead and open it. Oh dear. Okay, I think I saved this as the style guide. But anyway, you get the idea. Select it. If this were the style guide, select what you need. And then go back to your file, the layer that you want to place the logo from. And there you've got it, okay? And this too can also be scaled up or down. You know, that purple isn't bad against that red. Make sure that this isn't distorted. And there you go. And you can also change these fills to be transparent so that some of the background color comes through. So you're almost there. I think it just needs a little bit of work and understanding to understand layers and masking.